had probably the hospice patient who influenced my life more than any other of my patients have. This patient started his career, and he started in the education system as a teacher. And I found out later that he inspired a lot of people as a teacher. And he really worked well with those who really kind of fell through the cracks, the people that just the system kind of forgets. And after he retired from teaching, it didn't stop there. He went down to work on Cass Corridor before it was cool, and he worked with drug-addicted homeless men. And he didn't do it because he wasn't on the news. You won't see his name on the side of a building. He's not a Gilbert or an Illich. But that still didn't stop him. Because after that, he decided to go to the jails and prisons to speak with murderers and thieves and all kinds of people who people don't want to even associate with. And even after that, he went to help Christians in Myanmar and even the Dominican Republic. Though he did tell me a story of someone who was on that trip who had a little bit of ill repute there. And he didn't do this for recognition. He didn't do this for the applause. He did it because, like the tax collector in our third reading, he knew he was broken, and he knew he needed the hope of God, and he wanted to respond to that love that he received. One of the things as hospice chaplains we do is we assist our patients with planning their funerals. And this patient wanted something particular in his funeral. I don't know if you're familiar with the movie Mr. Chips, but there's the school song there. And so I'm going to read it to you. In the morning of my life, I shall look to the sunrise. At a moment in my life when the world is new. And the blessing I shall ask is that God will grant me to be brave and strong and true. In the noontime of my life, I shall look to the sunshine. At a moment in my life when the sky is blue. And the blessing I shall ask shall remain unchanging, to be brave and strong and true. In the evening of my life, I shall look to the sunset, at a moment in my life when the night is due. And the question I shall ask, only I can answer, was I brave and strong and true? And did I fill the whole world with love? Did I fill the world with love my whole life through? Some of you might know this person. He actually stood right here many times. Yes, that most influential person was my dad. And this past week, we celebrated the 3-year anniversary of his death. So, before he died, I accepted a challenge from him. And today, I want, in his name, and for all of us, I wanted to challenge you guys to do the same. Will you fill the world with love, not to have your name on a building or to see yourself on the news? Will you fill the world with love, not for the applause or recognition? Will you fill the world with love because we're broken? And like my dad and the tax collector, we have received